Welcome back to the ASI2 support series. My name is Aquila-Holewka, and in this video we're going to be looking at the DMR, or the Daily Merchandise Report. The DMR is formerly known as the MO1, and its main function is to track inventory in and out of your store for a 24-hour reporting period. So, when we look at the DMR, we're first going to look at the top section. Up here you can see the report name and code indicating that you're looking at the DMR. This area tells you your market and store numbers, that way you can be sure you're looking at the correct report for your store. The report number tells you the number of reports released within this month. So the 09 indicates that this is September, and the 5 indicates that this is the 5th report released within the month of September. The date processed is the date that the DMR was posted to 7 reports. The merchandise report through date is the date that the report will reconcile up until. So this report will primarily be tracking inventory on the 10th. Over here is your sales. There are 3 different types of sales. The first is inventory sales. So this is sales from items that you purchase as retail. So any item that is brought in through a vendor, anything like that. Non-inventory sale is from sales that are for items that are not assigned a retail or not tracked on inventory until purchased by a customer. So your non-inventory sales include your cups, your SBT products, etc. Non-taxable sales, which was added in a recent update to the DMR, older DMRs will not include the non-taxable sales line, shows you sales for items without tax. The sales column on the right hand of the page shows you all of the sales totaled for the day reported. So if you have a multi-day DMR, the total will tell you the total sales per category and for all sales for all days reported on the DMR. The merchandise shows all invoices charged to your store. You should use the invoice summary report that matches the date being reconciled. So going back here for a second, the merchandise report through date. That is the date for the invoice summary report that you should print out. And then match up comparing. If charges don't match, create a case. Note that some retail amounts may not match perfectly. This is most likely due to your ERIs, so you will need to review your ERIs, make retail adjustments, and then those corrections will post through on future DMRs. Other things can slightly affect the amount that your DMR may be off, but it shouldn't be off by a lot. So looking at the merchandise section, you can see the cost and retail here directly listed in the middle. Going left to right, you have the vendor name or the charge description. So, use that to match up to your purchase summary, compare the cost and retail, and then, if it doesn't match, make a case. If a cost doesn't have a retail amount, then that's not something we need to worry about at the store level. That is most likely a charge for SBT product. So as you can see up here, we have a charge for Pug's SBT electronics. You can see we have a cost of $11.78, but no retail. That is because the store sold SBT electronics provided to them by Pugs. And later in the invoice summary, we will see charges on retail for that. The adjustment category shows the markup markdown and price override totals. This is also where your price changes, your ERI corrections, things like that will populate in this category. So you can see the only thing the store had on the 10th was their price override and markup markdown. So in the separate video I made about the POR, we go more in depth on how to read that. You should use the total on your POR to compare to the DMR section here. Remember that the POR and the DMR release should match up for the same day, so use both to compare. The write-off category shows the write-offs by category of product and then by total. It also shows you the profit margin loss. So we record the write-offs by total retail, so make sure that the total retail amount listed right here matches to the amount recorded on your invoice summary. The less total inventory sales amount shows the total of inventory sales only for the day. So you can see here it says $6,483.47. If we go back here, you can see it also says $6,483.47. So those two numbers should match up pretty evenly. The billback section shows you all the manufacturer billbacks processed on that date. These do not affect your retail, and therefore are considered to be information only at the store level. While you can go through and review your billbacks, it will not affect your merchandise inventory level. Commissions show you the commissions earned per day. So when you are creating your invoice summary, you should take the commissions listed on your cash summary screen, transcribe them to your invoice summary, and then use them to match up here. So you can see financial services, prepaid cards, or gift cards, lotto, there's money order fees right here, and then lottery commission. The month-to-date and year-to-date metrics show you cost, retail, commissions, discounts, audits, month-to-date sales, cash variation, price overrides and markup markdowns, billbacks, write-offs. All the categories we just summed up will be given to you in month-to-date and year-to-date metrics. Down here, a couple of notes. Non-inventory sales, again, are purchased at cost but do not have an established retail. This is proprietary cups, SBT, and then formulas for how gross profit, retail, cost are figured out. Please be aware that billbacks and scanbacks do not show up in the cost section and do not affect the GP of the delivery listed on the month-to-date form. And then the MTD sales include merchandise product sales, 7 now delivery fees, and restaurant sales, depending on if you have any of those services. And that brings us to the end of the DMR. Once you break it down simply, it is really not that hard to follow. If you have additional questions, please leave them in the comments. I try to respond to them as quickly as I can. And if you have questions about other ASI2 forms, please review those videos. Thank you!